In this speedy review video, we're going to talk about finding the vertex of a quadratic, and we're going to do it using it completing the square. All right, so the first thing is, what is the vertex of a quadratic? So where the turn happens, so whenever this kind of turn happens is the vertex of my quadratic, all right, that kind of turn. So it's an important point of the quadratic. All right, we're going to do it using transformations. If I have my quadratic look like this, then I know my vertex is, it got shifted left h and up k. So that gives me the vertex of the quadratic using my information about quadratics. But we need to get it into that form first, and we're going to do that using completing the square. By completing the square, we add b over 2 squared to our expression, and that helps us factor into this perfect square. So in this case, x squared plus 6x, our b is 6. We divide that by 2, we get 3. We square that, we get 9. So 9 is what I need to add to my expression. But since I don't have an equal sign, I can't add 9 to both sides. I also subtract 9 right away. So I didn't actually change the values of my expression. But these first 3 are now going to turn into that perfect square. So these 3 turn into that. And then minus 9 and negative 3 are kind of left over. They combine to give me negative 12. And now I know this is shifted left 3, down 12. That gives me my vertex. In this case, we have this 2 in front of x squared. All right, we can't really do this completing the square stuff unless we just have x squared. So the first thing I'm going to do is factor this 2 out. And now this stuff in the parentheses is really all I'm focused on. My b is 4. Divide that by 2 and square it, I get 4. Just like the last round, I have to add 4 and then subtract 4. Again, I'm just working in the parentheses right now. So I add 4 and subtract 4 in the parentheses. These 3 terms are what combine to give me my perfect square. And now I'm pretty much done with completing the square. Now it's just simplifying. This 2 needs to go back into my problem. So I distribute it in. I get 2 times the perfect square, and 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And then I can combine those like terms at the back. And now I just got shifted left 2, down 3, and that gives me my vertex. All right, this is one of the ways to find the vertex of a quadratic.